Welcome back. This is your Manchester United versus Fulham match preview. United need to bounce back and win this game against Fulham. We know they won the game against Rangers in the Europa League, which was something good. But I would really want to see the performance that Manchester United are displaying in the Europa League also being displayed here in the Premier League. Looking at their performance in the Europa League, they're not that at their best form. I would say they are good. You can see they're in the best position in the Europa League, then the top four position where they will if it finished like that, will qualify direct to the round of 16. I'll say the Europa League, they are fine, they are good. You can see also in the Europa League where they've won their 3 games in a row at Old Trafford, which is perfectly well. So I won't take that situation and bring it to the Premier League because I can't compare. You can't compare these two. This is the Europa League and this is the Premier League. Totally different. You can see also Rangers, we won against them, but also their performance was not that good. So you can see even us, I would say that game also our performance was not that good, but we won it. So I want them also to bring that mentality here to the Premier League. You can see our form in the Premier League hasn't been that good so far. We've been winning, losing, or going like 3 games that we've lost, then win or draw, which is not good. These players just need to be consistent in terms of winning here in the Premier League. Looking at our position, I think we're in the 13th position with 26 points, which is not looking good. You can see we are 10 points below the relegation zone. We're kind of at a risky position. We are at a risky position, and we don't want to find ourselves in a situation where we will struggling to battle in the relegation zone. So this win going at Craven Cottage, away at Fulham, these players need to turn up and win. We know we have a good record. United have a good record at Craven Cottage. The past, I would say, in the recent seasons, the past 3 seasons, Manchester United have gone at Craven Cottage and come out victorious. They have gone there and come on 3 points. And that's what we see. Our history at Craven Cottage, I would say, looks good, looks perfectly well. Last season we saw we won against Fulham at Craven Cottage. So I think that history of us going to Craven Cottage and salvaging those 3 points and coming out victorious is something that I myself will be positive about, doing that even though our form is not good, but at Craven Cottage, away at Fulham, we always stand a chance to win and come out with those 3 points. That's just it. That's that's why I'm being much positive. Even you can see in the league position, they're in the 10th position. They're quite well. Their home record so far this season, after playing 11 games, it's good. They've only lost. I'll say they've only lost 2 games at home, drawn 5, and I think won 3, which ain't bad. Looking at their home record, is just good. However, and that's our away records, not that also not that bad. Looking that we only lost, I would say, kind of 3 games, 3 games away. So we'll also want to come here at Craven Cottage and celebrate those 3 points. We know Fulham. If the first when the season started, we started with them the first game week at Old Trafford, and we managed to defeat them. It was a 1-0, a late winner from a goal from Joshua Zaxi as a substitute. And also in that game, I would say Fulham were a bit good than us. I'll acknowledge that they're much better than us. And despite us winning, they're much better than us. But going away, we also want to celebrate those 3 points and win back to back in this season against them, which looks much possible looking at our record at Craven Cottage stands so well. So it's all about these players just to turn up and win it. Great at home against Brighton last weekend. We didn't get the best result that we wanted. We lost that game. We didn't perform so well, looking that we only had one shot on target throughout the game, and something that we need to These players need to change. Going at Fulham, we need to create more chances. The game against Brighton, we didn't create more chances. Looking that we only had one shot on target. So going to this game against Fulham, these players need to create more chances. They need to produce more shots. And there's this thing about these players shooting the ball from a distance. They need to stop that. Bruno Fernandez always does that. Sometimes you can see Dalot, because I think they need to be in a position where if we need to possess that ball and shoot in the right position. We need to possess good and pass it and find a chance where we can score. Looking that we only shoot a ball from the distance, it's not that something like always works well with us. Those are opportunities that these players are always wasting. And you can see Bruno Fernandez, the game against Rangers in the Europa League, him scoring our winner goal shows that he's really turning up to be the best captain, really working so hard. Also, the game against Brighton, he did score that penalty. That showed that Bruno Fernandez as a captain is also improving. Looking at we have Hamad Diallo, who was so far been our best winger. Imagine Bruno Fernandez also turning up to improve. You can imagine if these players work much harder and work as a team, they're going to be in a better position. They will be stand a chance of winning games. And also looking at the way we are playing, Amorim just need to doesn't need to change anything. These players will adjust with time, and by now, I thought they should have already adjusted this system and start winning goals. But they just need to keep improving. Despite us now facing these difficult times, they just need to turn up and win games for the gaffer. They just need to win games. Our defense, you can see against Rangers, Maguire, such silly mistake is not what we want to see. Such silly mistakes we don't want to see. We need to be stable and strong in that defense. So far, they have been, I'll say, they have been fantastic. Not so well against Brighton. We were not that good. Starting from the goalkeeper, Ando Nana was not also that good. We saw Ruben Amorim replaced him with Alte in the Europa League against Rangers, which Alte was good, despite conceding only one goal, and we won that game. But he's just been so good. So these players just need to work much harder and win games. We're not in a good position in the Premier League. We need to win games. We need to win games, and starting from this game against Fulham is where these players need to win games going forward. You don't want to drop points, either draw or lose. It's winning until the end. And you can see also most of the players were rested in this game against the game against Rangers in the midweek. Rasmus Hoyland did not start. He came in the last 10 minutes. You saw Maguire also was rested. Manu Lugate, Maino were rested. So these are players that will becoming much fresh and much fit and much stronger going to this game against Fulham. We know the kind of team that Fulham is. Their pace is just high. Their speed, their counter attacks, they're just fast. So these Manchester United need to know how they should counter these players. You can see in the game against Rangers, so far you can see we're not conceding through set pieces. We're not conceding more through set pieces, apart from the last game against Brighton where we conceded through it. But you can see some bit of much improvement from these players. So I think we need just to win games, no losing around. We just need to turn up, knowing that we need to win games. We need to be at least fight even to play in the Europa League next season, because the position that we're in is not that good. And looking that we're in March 22, we're in March day, week 22 of the Premier League, and things are not looking good for us. This is not how United needs supposed to be. That's not our position. But now we're supposed to be in the sixth position there. So I think these players, they just need to be more consistent and also be in control of the game. To consider the game against Brighton, we're not in control of that game. We're not in control of that game. Despite us, we're not that good in that game. So we need to improve. We need to improve. They need to be fast. These players need to be aggressive. You can see we're not pressing that much. We're not pressing that much against our opponent. I think that's the thing that most killing us. Apart from only Amadelo pressing, these other players ain't pressing that much. We need to press. We need to counterattack so well. We need to create more chances if we want to stand to win more games in the Premier League. And winning against Fulham tomorrow will make us, I think, be in a better position. Looking that we'll win that game. Last weekend we were supposed to win and be in a better position. Looking that most of the teams dropped points last weekend, and it was the only opportunity to reduce that gap. But these players are who we lost against Brighton at home. So recovering against Fulham will be something good, and we saw it against Rangers where we after we conceded that goal almost in the late minutes, and we fought. These players fought much harder and found. Scored in the last minute to be victorious. So that's the kind of spirit, the kind of fighting spirit we want to see from them also here in the Premier League. That's just it. Andre Onana, him returning back to the Premier League against Fulham, I would say he has rested much and he knows that if he'll make another silly mistake, he won't be spared, he won't be benched. Even though Ruben Amorim did say it's about rotation, and also he did say it's about also mistake that he saw with Andre Onana. So he's confident his second goalkeeper is much better. If Onana will be making much slighter mistake, he'll be benched and Alte will stand up and be the goalkeeper. So far, Ruben Amorim yesterday in his press interview also did say Lenioro and Matthias Dalit had lots of pain, and probably they are doubtful for this game against Fulham. But you can see we have a good defense. Mazrui didn't play against Rangers, so probably he will be back in the back three. Mazrui, Maguire, and Martinez. Looking that the back three will be looking good, but we don't want to have players getting injured because we have lots of games to play. So Mazrui being back, he didn't play against Rangers, so him coming back against Fulham, he'll be much stronger and be fit to play against Fulham. So the midfield, Toby Collier played so well against Rangers. He was just fantastic. So I know Ruben Amorim might trust him and bring in the combo, the partners, the partnership of Manuel Ugarte and Mino, which has been so well so far this season. So looking good. Rasmus Højlund also will expect to start in this game against Fulham, looking that he rested against Rangers and he just played the last 10 minutes, and that's just it. So we want a win. I'm optimistic we'll grab a win against Fulham, looking at our history at Craven Cottage has been always that good. And we need to win. So far, you can see we haven't won the back-to-back games. At least we need to win this game against Fulham and go again to win another game in the Premier League. That's what we want, a back-to-back game. So I'm expecting these players to bounce back to winning ways against Fulham on Sunday. I think it will be something good for us, and that's what everyone is expecting. All the fans are expecting. Though we are this time we're facing some difficult times, we're not winning that much, but against Fulham also will boost their morale. And after that win against Rangers also has boosted their morale, but they will need to come with much more energy and much more fighting spirit going to this game against Fulham at Craven Cottage. I know they'll win. I'm optimistic they'll win if they will improve the performance that they displayed against Rangers and do it against Fulham, and they can win it. They just need to believe in themselves, and they can do it. So I think that's all I had for you. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one.